Hey guys, this is Red from the Mothership. I've been planning on making this video for quite some time. It started off with the idea, like Bethesda said, we are the NPCs. So I wanted to go into 76 trying to play like an NPC. And it started off, early level. I didn't really have much so far as gear went. I didn't really know what I was doing. And it's kind of just been a crazy parade of just ups and downs and all overs, and it really didn't pan out the way I expected it or planned for it to. So in this video, instead, I'm going to be going over what it's like to play as a trader in Fallout 76 instead, and really just, the things that I've learned, tips that might help you along if you really are, inclined to play that specific role. It's not easy at all. It's going to be quite a pain. But yeah, let's just get right into it. This video is going to be what it's like to play as a Fallout 76 trader. First and foremost, I want to go over, you gotta know what people are buying. You gotta know what people want to buy. Because when I started off, I maybe had like a couple of level 30 legendaries. Nothing special. Didn't really know about how many stars have different items and all that different stuff. And like, I was just trying to sell just the normal crap you'd pick up in a vanilla playthrough, and no one was interested. They might stop by and buy outfits every once in a while, because I had like a whole stash of outfits, but it's few and far between. Most people are looking for something very specific. So, keep your eye on looking for group posts if you want to play as a trader, and just know handmade rifles are pretty big deal. Handmade rifle plans. Right now, two-shot explosive legendary weapons, things like that is what people are trying to buy. Nobody's going to try to buy some Mr. Fuzzy dolls from you, or, just plain old diluted Radaway. It's just never going to happen. So know what people are buying. Know what's getting circulated, what's worth trying to sell, and what's not. Next, I'm going to talk about the duplication glitch disaster. Alright, so there was this glitch that was not open very long, but people started figuring out they could use their artillery cannons to duplicate items. And so before you know it, within 2 days, everyone's running around with 180,000 pounds of dog food and Nuka-Colas that they can drink for bottle caps, and, serums and Mr. Fuzzy outfits and Mr. Fuzzy tokens and just legendary weapons galore. And they had hundreds and hundreds, and everybody's running around with, and it bloated the market, and it really kind of crashed any hopes of really playing as like a legit trader in the game. I don't think it was open long enough for it to completely ruin being a trader forever for, like, a legit kind of person who's serious about this kind of playthrough. But I know that it really put a damper on it for like a while, because now people are trying to sell Mr. Fuzzy outfits for, 4,000 caps, and they've got 400 of them in their inventory, and it kind of takes away those little guys that are actually trying to trade legit items that they've accrued or purchased. And, like, they just get drowned out by hundreds of, hey man, anybody trying to buy serums? I got them, 4K each. And it really puts a damper on things. And I know somebody told me there was another duplication glitch now that people are exploiting. So I'm hoping that this can go away. I mean, it's cool to have like an infinite amount of caps and ammo and all that stuff, and I can see running around maybe helping out new players or lower levels, people that don't have that sort of thing, or something. And if you're going to have like 15 duplicated legendary guns, like, give one away every once in a while. Sell it for super cheap. Don't be trying to gouge people 3,000 and 4,000 caps for something that you have an infinite supply of, pretty much. I just think that that's a messed up kind of way to do it. And these people that exploited this, like, they completely murdered any hopes at this point of playing as a legitimate trader. And it was already hard enough, because you have to have very, very specific items that people are interested in, like I said before. And man, those people, they know exactly what people were looking for, handmade rifle plans, stuff like that, and they just duplicated the hell out of them, and it really messed things up. It just put the whole system off of whack. People suck, People always suck. People don't want to play this game with you. I don't know Why in a game where it's nothing but dead bodies and holotape recordings everywhere and a few NPC robots that people wouldn't want to take the chance to say hi to a fellow traveler when they bump into someone else or do some trading or just be friendly at all? I've noticed it's all right. Let's take looking for group posts as a trader out of the equation. Let's take party chat on Xbox out of the equation. We're playing strictly NPC type trader. So like what I did is I camped out in Flatwoods, just kind of sat across the street from the church, and I just, every once in a while say some generic stuff like, "Hey, don't go trade with that robot in there, flesh and blood American right here. The best prices in all Appalachia, and just stuff like you'd hear people in maybe Diamond City saying, things like that. And out of like 10 people, maybe 2 would stop and be like, "Hey, neat, there's actually a person trying to play as a trader. That's pretty cool." Like most people though, they just run right past you. Whether they're low level, high level, doesn't matter. Sometimes, especially once I got a higher level and I had a lot of cool stuff, I try to just drop stuff at the overseer's camp for new people, and they look at you and they just run right off. 50 stim packs sitting on the ground for them, and they just don't care. They just run right past you. They'll hear you talking. They might have a mic, they might not, but most people are just like, "No, I don't want to play with you. I'm playing Fallout right now." But I don't know if they understand, like, it's not like Fallout 4. You're not going to go talk to Maxon at the Brotherhood, Pridwin, and go get a mission and do that and talk to some other people then. It's literally just you running around, listening to your Pip-Boy music, and just ignoring everyone and listening to a bunch of holotape recordings. That just kind of sounds boring to me. But, guys, play with other people. Like, if you see another person, they're waving at you, giving you a little heart emoji or a thumbs up, trying to say, "Hey, what's going on?" Interact with them. Don't just give them the cold shoulder and run away like, "Nah, no, thank you, sir." I mean, I guess it's really nitpicky, and it's, I guess, my own personal opinion on the matter, but people play with other people, especially in 76. If you're playing 76, play with other people. But then I guess that's where it comes in, looking for group posts, party chat, things like that to really kind of get business done. But I think it would just be kind of fun if I'm sitting there playing as a NPC style, thing, and people actually want to interact with that and want to kind of check that out. Because I think it'd be cool if everybody played more similar to that. It would fill up a lot of the void of the game that's just collecting junk and every once in a while shooting a scorch beast in the stomach 50,000 times. Another thing I've noticed is there's this lag. When a character has a lot of stuff in their inventory, there's this lag when you first go into trade with the person. And it's almost like everything freezes for a few seconds, depending on how much stuff they have. It could be even longer. And I understand that this is part of the game, but one thing you do need to know is a lot of people don't realize that the game just lags for a second. And some people have so much stuff, it's just going to lag and the frame rate's going to be terrible just trying to trade with them. I think that this is one thing Bethesda really needs to fix and just kind of make it more optimized, because going into trade with somebody and after a few seconds nothing pops up on their end and they immediately back out and run away because they have no idea that you're like still actually trading. Like it just freezes up on them, or they don't feel like dealing with the time to go in between items a little bitty bit at a second, bit by bit, because the frame rate's so low and it's just laggy as hell. And it ruins a lot of trades sometimes. You might have somebody looking for something super specific. They might be in game chat, not have a mic on, or be in like a party chat so they can't hear you, and they have no idea that you're saying, "Hey, give it a second. It's going to come through. Just wait a second." And it kind of kills some trades for you, so be wary of that. Click right stick on, if you're playing Xbox, I'm assuming it's probably right stick on PlayStation. Don't know what it is on PC. But if you want to be like me, when I first started off trading, and go back and forth through every single tab of your inventory, scrolling through all of the items to try to spot the little requested icon next to it, to try to figure out what the person wants to buy, it's super, super tedious, and it's super annoying. And at first I had no idea, because when I'm recording on my Xbox on Twitch to make this video, the little blue bar before they updated it was right down in the center of the screen, and I could not figure out how to change it. So when I'm under a trade, I couldn't see where it gives you the controls at the bottom of the screen. And maybe other people haven't seen it or spotted it. Maybe they had the same issue. But yeah, if you go to any of your tabs or inventory in general and click the right stick on Xbox, it just shows you everything they've requested in one nice little spot, everything you've given them a price for in one little spot on both sides. And I think, oh my God, it makes the world a better place. So click that right stick in, make your life so much easier. So this is probably the most important advice I can give you. Trade in groups, whether it's creating a looking for group, maybe find a couple of friends that also have a pretty decent stock of stuff on them. Set up a little trading post somewhere, you know what I mean? Make a looking for group post that you're trading and just try to get people in that way. It's the best way to trade. It's the most efficient way to trade. And that way you know, somebody, you don't sitting outside somewhere, yelling at people to come trade. People can see your post, they can come straight to it. Make sure you have a buddy or two or even three. I've seen some really cool trader camps set up. Like I saw one where they had a counter made out of bookshelves behind a couple of doorways that made it where it was like vendor stalls. And they had a level 3 locked steel door to get behind the counters. And I don't know, it's pretty legit. It was pretty cool. I think if you're really looking to trade and go about the game doing it this way, make a looking for group post, find a good trading group to work for or work with, or some just buddies that have good stuff that want to be traders. Set you up a shop somewhere and just go about it like that. Make looking for group posts. Let them know specifically, PM you what they're looking for. You can let them know if you have it. That way you're wasting no time. You're really just kind of playing the game, having fun, getting a buddy or two, matching outfits, and just kind of running your little trader post. I think that's a really fun way to play. It also helps out a lot when you're actually trying to do real trading. Best advice I can give you, super, super important. Do it.
He's loss prevention, isn't he? I know it.
Listen, brother, I ain't clocked you in, but you can be scared if you want to. You're a pretty good guy. First gen trading post, buy, sell, trade. Metal. It's making my little heart putter. Making me want to cry, brother. West Virginia trading post, kicking off. Flux for sale. Got another caller coming in, boys? If you don't mind.
So, y'all want a laser sight pistol? Or an ultra sight?
West Virginia trade post, buy, sell, trade. We're looking to buy, sell, trade. Caller number 8. You're on the line.
So I hope this video helped for anybody that's planning on playing as a trader. I'm sure some of you have already played as a trader or are currently playing as a trader, and you know kind of the ups and downs already. But yeah, this video, it ended up being a lot different than the intentions that I had to begin with in the direction. I wanted to do like a whole roleplay 76 series for a trader, and then something else like random encounter, and then as a raider, that sort of thing. But yeah, I can't say that I'm not glad this video is behind me at this point, because it was a lot of playing and learning and figuring it out. Just to find out that it's not impossible to play as a trader, but unless you got a good group of people, you like creating group posts and doing it that way, it really is kind of pointless. People run right past you. They don't want to stop. They don't want to trade. They might not want to deal with it lagging while they are trying to trade. It's just, there's a lot of ups and downs with it. But yeah, all in all, if you're going to play as a trader, best bet is just, get that group together, build a cool little house. I hope this helped. I really appreciate you guys watching. Check it out. I'm going to be making a new series. Hopefully this one goes a little different. And it's going to be, I think I'm going to do random encounters next, maybe. And basically just kind of run up to people randomly and give them some little side mission or some little thing to go fetch. And then drop maybe like a legendary weapon for them, or, like a cool mutation serum. I don't know. We'll find out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.